All right.
Introduce yourself, man.
Well, hello and welcome to
Mountain West Arms.
So today we are actually going to be doing
AK versus AR. We're gonna do a trial run, both pretty budget friendly. We'll see which one's ultimately the better shoot, more reliable, comfortability.
today. It's a big common misconception, but we will not be doing a durability test, as we do not want to do that right now. That will be in a later video later on down the road.
Hey, help us get up on views. We'll get monetized. We'll do whatever y'all want. All right.
Am I rolling?
All right.
You're good.
All right. All right. So today we're out at Pleasant Valley, Idaho. Beautiful day outside. You know, give them a little view. You know what I'm saying? All right. This is Mountain West Arms. Today we'll be going over the American Delton AR-15. It's chambered in 5.56 NATO. This particular rifle, being chambered in 5.56 NATO, is able to shoot .223 Remington or the beautiful little 5.56. And we will be comparing it to the 7.62. Now, this is Red Army Standard 7.62 by 39, and this is Remington 5.56. All right. So this particular rifle, this is a budget-friendly $750 to around $900, depending on if you get any modifications, full-length rail system, all those extras. Okay. So this is a primarily right-handed shooter. Now with that, there are models of the Deltons. So this is the Sierra Long. There are other submodels that you can get an ambidextrous safety switch. So you'll have the safety selector on both sides. As I said previously, this one is a right-handed. It's a thumb actuator, so you don't have to, go through, click any fancy buttons or use your finger. It's right there, ready to roll. Okay, we have the March optics, courtesy of my dad. This was gifted to me this recent month as a present for enlistment. This is a red to green variable brightness optic. It is a standard crosshair with mil dots in all directions for windage, elevation, etc. So you don't have to resight the rifle every time you shoot it. Nor for every range that you shoot it at. Once you learn the optic, you can place those mil dots in your different positions to figure out exactly how far out you are, where you need to aim, etc. So this gun has an adjustable buttstock, can collapse all the way, extend all the way. Also has a rear sling mount, no front sling mount. So this is meant for the banana loops, what I've grown up calling them. Or a bungee, etc. Yes, I picked this rifle up just about 2 or 3 years ago. Have probably 1,000+ rounds through it. I would give this rifle about a 6 out of 10. It's a little bit more on the stout side. It's got a little bit of weight to it. Recoil's not bad. It handles pretty nicely. But it is just a little bit heavier for your everyday shooter, your everyday backpacking rifle. You know what I mean? Overall, though, I have not had too many jams with it. The dust cover has worked very well. Single click to flip open, close it back up, keeps all the dirt and debris out of your firing chamber, keeping it off your bolt. All the jazz. So, with that said, let's get into the AK.
All right, so welcome to Mountain West Arms. Right now, we are featuring the AK. This is the Riley Defense AK-47 or AKM, whatever you want to call it. Right now, this is customized. We have a stock buttstock, and then we have the stock lower handguard. We have customized with the handguard, like the actual handguard, pistol grip, basically. And then you have your Troy upper handguard right here. This is the Norco reflex sight. It has red and green capability. It is a quick release. So all you have to do is push this tab and pull that open, and it will come right off. The only problem is that you'd have to take off your optics mount. Mine is a side-mounted optics mount. Most AKs actually come with an option to put your optics mount onto the side. But if you're one of those guys who likes putting your optics, or like wants one of those dust cover optics mounts, then, I mean, you do you. I'm highly against it just because it is a thin piece of metal. You have like right here, and you like put your optic on there, it's going to not be zero at all. You're just sighting it in for no reason. Well, this way, it's going to be zero. Right now, I'm tracking that there are 300 million AKs in the world, and a lot of countries actually use this exact rifle, not like with the customizable options, but they use the AK in their military. A lot of other countries, a lot of people like regard this as like a bad guy gun. In reality, it's not. This was actually made from a gentleman named Mikhail Kalashnikov. He made this this rifle basically to win a contest, but he also made it because in the 1940s, when he was a tanker, 1930s when he was a tanker in World War II, they got introduced to a firearm called the PPSH, or the push, whatever you want to freaking call it. It was a nice firearm, but it had a lot of problems with the weather and just anything. It's a very weather inclement weapon system. Well, this one wasn't really that at all. This weapon system is actually super simple with no small moving parts. It's only large moving parts. It is a piston driven system, so it will just fire it basically in most any condition. You could throw this bitch in the water, in the mud, and it will go. Right here, this is a cool feature about the AK. This rod right here is actually a cleaning rod. So most of the time, Russians didn't really have all the cleaning necessities. You'd lose it in the field. You'd lose a bunch of just crazy stuff that you didn't think you'd lose. They ended up having the cleaning rod right there. Now, the funny part about it is that the cleaning rod doesn't actually go all the way through the barrel. There has to be an attachment that you have to have for that. But it is a great system. I personally do not prefer using the iron sights on the AK because they're not that great. But I mean, if you really wanted to, you could go and pick up a 45-degree offset Picatinny rail, which you can mount right here. It's a dovetail. You mount it and it will go right there. What ends up happening is you could mount your if you get, like, let's say you had a Troy under handguard.
All right, we're a little bit more at the effective range. Well, at my effective range for this gun. So let's see if I don't botch this one too. Ultimately, at the end of the day, we're out here, have a good range day, maybe teach a little bit, but most importantly, I got my brother out here behind the camera and we're ready to have some fun, so let's get her going. Let's give it a little. Safe. That's 3 down, 3 or 4 down, and a couple extra dead.
3 down, 4 left.
Little low. Oh man. Let's do this. Let's just dump the last couple out. Fun enough. Let's go see what the AK's got.
All right, so this is a continuation of the AK. Hopefully, we could pick up after what the AR couldn't do.
Oh.
With, 2 mags, we only have 20 rounds left for this AK.
Disclosure. U.S. Army marksman.
Hey, chill out. Stop safe.
Come on, don't want me
Rack
outing
it
you.
back
Let's
like
get
a
it.
Freaking G. And then
It's 2 down. Oh, that one was a little high.
Is that 3 down?
Nope.
I didn't get him?
Nope. Second one's still standing in the shrub. Just over. Why am I helping you?
Yeah. All right.
All right, so at this moment, we're tracking AR-AK. 2 for 2. Question mark?
Question mark. All right, folks, we got ourselves a Savage 1022 with a V-Life bipod. $30 actually, really cheap. Crazy. This is even the crazier part right now. Remember that pronghorn sight I mentioned? Pronghorn optic? Well, scope. Yeah, that's the one right here that was left in a truck for like 4 years. Anyway, right now what we're gonna be doing is shooting this guy downrange, pinging him out as much targets as we can. I'm pretty sure there's more than 10 out there, but we'll see how it is. There's only 10 rounds capacity inside this little magazine thing. I don't even want to call it a magazine at this point. All right, but you know what? Let's get to rocking. Let's see how naughty this little thing is. Wow.
Miss.
Low.
Yeah.
You joking? Just so you know, this gun is 140, what, 140, 130 bucks. It likes to bend the shoot out of your nice little 22s, just so you know. So be careful when you buy these things.
Cheap ammo, cheap gun. Get what you pay for, but it's fun to play with.
All right.
See if you can hit something.
Oh, he's leaking.
Yeah. Sounded like a hit.
Now, looks like we're out.
Overall, good starter gun for a youngin'.
This is a terrible starter gun for a youngin'. I would not recommend this in my entire life. You're going to do any type of 1022, I'd recommend the Ruger one that was mentioned earlier. Or I would honestly recommend just getting a bolt action like a normal kid. Preferably the Cricket, especially if you're going to start out really young, like 5, like I did. Overall, it is a nice shoot, other than the malfunctions that it has, but it's probably because this gun's probably a little dirty from earlier today. But yeah.
Good deal. All right. So this guy is the Rossi RS-22M. It is a 22 mag, so it is the big brother to the 22 long rifle. Right now I'm shooting Hornady. These guys are 40 grains. These guys are 65 grain. These are my hunting rounds, but kind of want to see what they'll do to a water bottle. So we're gonna try it out. I don't believe we got to sighting this one today, so we're gonna do what we can, but that's why we got 2 magazines, right? This guy I picked up for a little under $300, also at Idaho Guns. So far it's been one of my favorites. There was only one quirk with this gun, and that was the charging handle on it. This gun is known for having charging handle issues because it's locked in by just a little stud that sits there that's kept in place by the same spring that you use to charge the weapon. So with that being said, the old one sheared off, and they're not exactly made readily available. So I ended up ordering a Rossi RS-22 from the 22 long rifle series, and I ordered the charging handle from that. Kind of did what most people would advise against, but I tend to have quite a bit of mechanical and machining history, so I utilized that and I made my own new one, and so far this thing has not let me down. It holds good and strong, and well, you'll see it now. Definitely needs a re-zero.
Up left. To the right. Ooh, one more to the right. Up a little bit.
All right. So this gun could use some little minor adjustments here. Looks like we are shooting high and to the left. So we're gonna bring it to the right here a good little bit. Again, not exactly a professional, just mildly experienced, so we're just gonna do it how we know, right? Okay, this guy has a 10-round easy load magazine. This is probably my favorite feature, and so far every new shooter that I have taken out with this gun. This is the all-time favorite feature, as you can pull your spring down and just drop them in. Saves time, especially for youngins that don't exactly have all the world of experience and, you know, having to manually do it, pushing the rounds down and all that jazz. You know, when it's cold outside, it makes life a little bit easier. Frozen fingers tend to kind of suck at doing this. So Let's try this again. Helps to rechamber.
More so on. Ooh.
Right past it, too.
Yeah.
There we go.
Jumped him.
Oh, I breezed it. Didn't quite knock it. And we're dead. Good deal.
All right, what is this? Let's just read it.
This
What do
is
we
a
got?
Henry lever action rifle, chambered in 22 LR. That is the other Lord's round, other than 45, 70, and 45. Just 45.
Yeah, if it doesn't start with a
60 by
45, it's
39.
wrong.
Anyway, this is a pretty accurate firearm without an optic. From my experience, it seems to shoot better with irons than anything else.
What did you pick it up for?
I picked this guy up for at a pawn shop, actually, for only like, what was it, like $300.
Yeah.
No, actually it was $250. But yeah, it was just a nice little cheapy guy. I was like, I want to fucking get a lever action, but I want to be able to like shoot, you know? So yeah, picked it up. It actually came with an optic on it, but some guy I know ended up putting it in his truck for some reason, being there for a while. It's mounted now on a 1022, but
Possibly featured later.
yeah. But right now, this beauty, pretty accurate. Let's see what she could do. Heck yeah. Little quiet guy.
Oh, hit.
Oh, what?
Just miss. You're a little high, brother.
Is it high?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Hit. Oh, maybe not.
Let me hit this guy on the right.
All right.
And so for those not accounting, this only fits 14 rounds. So, be how it be.
14 rounds, only one hit. I'd say it's definitely not better than the AR.
Yeah, definitely not better than the AR. But, overall, this is without an optic. It usually is more accurate without an optic. It is tube fed. Pretty nice. Pretty
Beautiful.
cool. No safety on these guys. The only safety is,
Hammer fire.
yeah. Also, you pull this back, pull the trigger. If you literally go and let it go, it's not going to fire. But if you go and hold the trigger and do that, then it will fire. It's an easy disassembly, easy clean. It's overall a nice firearm for in general if you're going to shoot like whistle pigs.
Mean, American-made machine.
Yeah, Henry also, not too long ago, won the Rifle of the Year competition. Little did you know, for their lever action rifles, due to the fact that they are really good, especially the Henry Big Boy chambered in 4570. Somebody was trying to get me to buy one of those a long time ago.
Hey, still think you should do it. Grade A, worth the money.
Next up for the Saturday fun day, you know, we got a Ruger 1022, chambered in 22 long rifle. Never mind, the scope cap's missing. They are currently back at the truck, doing a little side-in day, you know, getting this thing ready for Yodi season. Now, with that, we got the Ruger BX 25 round magazines. This rifle was passed down to me by my uncle Brandon, as it was his father's gun, and now it's a family legacy, and it's getting ready to be my little brother's rifle. So, let's see how she shoots. Oh yeah, dramatic effect shooting behind me, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Gotta breathe and not burn your arm on the table.
Good hit. Wow.
I think both of those bottles are evading both of us.
I think they've been hit before.
Down. All down.
Nope. Left side.
Tracking 2.
Good hit. Good hit.
All down. Let's empty her out. Empty.
Amen, amen, amen.
Good deal. Not too bad for the Ruger 1022 with your run-of-the-mill Weaver sight.